If you are a small creator or you're just getting started with YouTube with the hopes of really expanding your business, this is the video for you, because in this video, I'm gonna go over some of the biggest money tips you can make on YouTube as a small creator. So be sure to stick to the end to find out what my #1 tip is. So especially when you're kind of new to YouTube or you already have quite a small channel, but you don't know how to break free and you don't know how to even get monetized that quickly, this is gonna help you out a lot, because as you will know, as you are more into YouTube, you're going to understand that YouTube money, that Google AdSense money, it fluctuates so much. So really you can't rely on it to be consistent income for you. It's more of the cherry on top per se. And so what can you do to actually make sure you can make consistent income and big money as a small creator? Well, first things first, you really want to make sure you're building your audience. That's the biggest thing you need to worry about right now. Building your audience, getting the eyes on your channel, because they're the ones who are going to maybe buy something from you later. They're the ones who are going to share your material to other people. They're the ones who are going to make your channel. So you really want to focus on just building that audience initially. And consistency is key. That's like the #1 thing you need to do. Marissa just made an entire video about our strategy as a kind of like a new channel here on Subscribers to Sales that actually boosted up our numbers super quickly, super fast by making consistent content for 1 full month, 1 video every single day, 2 shorts every single day. And that is how we are able to get more views really quickly. So really make sure that you are making consistent content. And as you're building your audience, you really want to make sure you're engaging with them, making sure that you're liking their comments, making sure that you're responding to their comments. Ask them like what they want to see from you. Like being really involved in your community that you are creating is going to help your content be even better, because you're going to know exactly what they are wanting from you. Now, one of the first things you need to have in place as like kind of like a new creator is to have a lead magnet. Making sure you have some kind of freebie that is going to kind of make them opt in to get to know you a little more. That's what your lead magnet is for, is kind of like your proposal to them of what you can offer them, what quality you can give them, etc. So if, for example, you are a fashion designer and you want to prove to your audience that you are an incredible teacher to teach others how to do fashion design too. So if you're a fashion designer and you are going to give a freebie, a lead magnet to somebody who wants to learn how to sew, for example, then you can say, download my free 5 foolproof ways to sew your first item. Something like that. Something that people can have a very quick result from, something that people can actually see, oh, they are really good at teaching this to me. I really like the way they teach. Because that is what's going to make them think, what else does this person have? Because then you can create other products. Maybe you build like a full course, like a learn as you go full course for them that they can be like, oh, okay, I really like this. Maybe it's like a mid-tier kind of level. Maybe you just charge them $20, $30, something that you make once and then people can buy it. Or it can go even bigger. Maybe you have an entire membership for future fashion designers, maybe something where they can actually ask you and show you what their progress is and you can give them feedback, and that could be an entire membership that maybe you charge thousands for. But that's the idea, is that you are starting with something really small and free, which is your lead magnet, and then you are expanding it and expanding it and expanding it to the people who are willing to spend lots of money on your products. So really the first thing you need to do is just get a lead magnet going. And also this is a great way to even collect emails, because when you're collecting emails, you can say, hey, get my freebie, but you have to enter your email first. Then that's your email. Then you can make your entire email list and also sell things to them as you go. So email marketing does wonders. It's worked so well for Marissa. It's worked so well for like any digital person out there. Trust me on this. So that is what you need to focus on. Make a freebie, start collecting emails, especially as a small creator. All right, now as you get bigger, you are going to start getting people reaching out to you. Maybe they'll ask you to make a video talking about this one software, maybe about trying out this product, and they'll ask you to do some kind of brand deal so that you make some kind of quick infomercial in between your video. And that is really great, but you want to make sure that you're getting paid sufficiently for whatever that brand deal is. And trust me, there's nothing wrong with those YouTubers who only make a lot of extra money just from brand deals, but trust me when I say that it's gonna be so much more worth it. Kind of treat brand deals as another cherry on top, like some extra money here and there. But if you really focus on building your own products, because when you build your own products, especially as a small creator, you're gonna make more money because you can keep most of that money for yourself. So definitely keep that in mind. If you're one of those small creators and you're like, well, I don't really know if I can make a lot of money from whatever your niche is going to be. For example, there's a lot of YouTubers who do a lot of true crime. So they talk about true crime, it's storytelling. So telling someone else's story too. So how can you monetize off of that? Especially because there's a lot of brand deals who don't necessarily want to work with people who do a lot of true crime just because of making sure that they're, walking on eggshells for their own image kind of thing. So if you're in that position, when you're in this niche of, okay, like what can I do? Well, start considering some merchandise. Merchandise works extremely well, especially for those entertainment channels. So entertainment channels like true crime, or people who just talk about reality TV shows, people who always just try to make content just to make other people laugh. Yes, maybe you're not teaching somebody on there, so you can't really make a course on it, but there's lots of merchandise you can do out of it. One of my favorite creators right now is My Thoughts. So she has been killing it on YouTube. She is incredible. And she just has the personality. She uses an avatar as a potato as her face because she doesn't want to show her actual face, and it's genius. And all she does is she talks about reality TV shows and making recaps on them. And her genius idea is actually making an entire merch section for her because people love her personality so much that they want to buy something from her. They want to buy her cool merch, her hoodies, or whatever it's gonna be. That is such a genius way to make big money as a creator in entertainment. There's lots of cooks out there. It's a really easy thing that you can do if you're making cooking videos is make a cookbook. Cookbooks do really well all the time. If you're an educator in any form, then of course make courses. You can make paper courses where people just kind of buy an ebook and it's just a workbook. Awesome, that could be a mid-range course. Or you can have video courses where you teach them via video that are all pre-recorded and just send them the links. There are so many ways that you can make courses, especially if you're an educator, and that will make so much money. So there's so many things that you can do. If you're a dancer and you want to teach how to dance, okay, video courses are great for that. Also, if you want to just have your audience dance with you, then you can do lives, lives where people can pay you money or pay you tips. There's just so many ways to make extra money on YouTube, especially for small creators. And another way you can make a lot of money as a small creator is having a Patreon, especially information that you cannot completely share on YouTube. So for example, for those who like true crime, YouTube has a lot of policies and guidelines that say that they cannot explicitly say everything that they want to say for a YouTube creator. What do? They say, okay, well, you can check out my Patreon and I can give you all the details over there. So then that will entice people to want to pay to that membership. Or YouTube has a membership integrated on the platform. And so that way you can have maybe an exclusive community. So for example, if you wanted to share recipes from around the world, so that can be an exclusive thing for your audience members that maybe they pay $5 for a month, something like that. Something really cheap that they would be willing to buy from you. Now, if you're at this point and you're kind of feeling have a little bit of imposter syndrome, I'm a small creator, I don't think I can do all these things. Just remember, and this is something we tell our subscribers to sales members all the time, there is nobody like you. People are watching your videos because they like you. They will also like people in your niche because they like them. They like their personality. They like the way they talk. They'll like you for reasons that you don't even realize. And so just keep that in mind. They will buy from you because it's you. And there's nobody like you. There's no point in trying to compare yourself to other people. That is imposter syndrome. That is talking yourself down. That is the biggest tip I can give you, especially as a small creator. All right. Now, as small creators, you're probably wondering, how am I supposed to get a lot of content ideas? Are you reaching for ideas because you don't want to make the same video over and over again? Well, check out this next video over here. I just made it about never running out of ideas for your YouTube content. So just check it out over here. If you are a YouTube creator and you're trying to come up with ideas, or maybe you're just starting out and you're like, how do they do it? How do they never run out of ideas? How do they consistently push out so many different video topics?